Hey guys, so I'm at Heritage Arms in Midvale, Utah, and today we're taking a look at some G43s. In front here I have an AC44, and in the back here that you can't see on this camera, we have a K43 AC45. So this is a late war. It's in the D block. It's in a couple of the last 1,000 of them that were made. And we're going to go over the differences between these two rifles, and we're going to see some of the changes that Walther implemented going into late into the war. And we're going to see some of the features that they added and some of the features that they took away. And then I'm going to show you the disassembly differences between the two guns because of one of the things that they omitted on the late war gun. The disassembly is different. All right, so this one here you can tell was sporterized, and I know that's sacrilegious, but try to ignore that. We're just going to focus on the metal parts. So first off, you'll see the AC44 has the bolt takedown on it. So what this allows is for the gun to be locked back all the way and this to be pressed. That way when you want to take the gun apart, you can then lift this whole section together. So then what you would need to do is you need to hold this really tight, maybe put it up against something, and then you want to hit this release. And then basically this is all under spring pressure, and this is just going to be a controlled kind of explosion. And you're going to have, kind of parts everywhere if you don't control that and you just hit this button. But this is the way that the G43 was originally meant to be taken down. Now you'll notice here on the AC45 that they omitted this takedown. So you're probably wondering, how you're supposed to take this apart if you are not able to lock this back all the way to take it apart. Well, the way this is supposed to be done, with the safety on, you simply press this in the back, and this whole thing lifts and comes out. And then your whole bolt carrier group here comes out. And that's it. That's how you disassemble this. So this is kind of interesting because this was sort of a cost savings measure on the G43 here, but I actually prefer taking the gun apart this way than the traditional way here. And you can see here on the earlier work gun that you can press this button, and this will not let you take it out. This will not be removed that way. You have to take it out the other way. So one of the problems that's sort of notorious with the G43s is the gas systems and how they tend to be over-gassed. They're a little bit too hard on the action. So what Walther did here was they drilled holes in this tube, and this vents. Once it reaches a certain point here, this vents out the excess gas, and this reduces the amount of pressure on the whole system. So some of the biggest differences you'll see here is on the bolt between the two. So this is a standard G43 bolt here, and you'll notice it's just pretty solid. And so something that they found out with these was that in the field, when guys would be taking these apart, these had the problem of dumping out the guts. Just like that, just from being tilted, this whole thing will fall out. And so if you're in the mud or something, or if it's dark and this accidentally falls out, it's going to get dirty, it's going to get lost. So they fixed that issue here on this bolt. They just simply added let's see if you can see this here. They added a little spring and detent which catches in this little cutout here so that the bolt will not fall out. It'll catch on that little notch. And then they also cut these crescent-shaped holes in here. I believe that was just to lighten, but I'm not sure actually. So there you go, guys. That's some of the differences between the very late war G43s or K43s and the sort of mid or earlier G43s out there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would please subscribe, that really helps me out, and see you next time.